Greetings, my Dragonite Dragonborns, and again, this is Dragonborn Dragon Sage. I think get the memo, and I think you already know about like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and share, and plus join the Discord, which is always in the description below. And why I do believe in myself, why I do love Doom, just the modern Doom in general for me, is because it has really gotten me through some really tough times, and most of all through my own depression. Now, I do apologize about my clips here. I was just kind of using at least whatever clips I was kind of thinking using, and then yeah, I'm still using at least like a free spoiler for at least Doom the Dark Ages, because I know everybody's still probably playing Doom 2016 or beating Doom 2016. But anyways, it's just, and yes, I'm very aware I am using basically a Doom Eternal, Doom the Dark Ages thumbnail when I was actually made it, and when I finally realized, I'm like, shoot. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. But anyways, it's just why for myself, I do appreciate Doom, and I know this is not like my usual content, at least on the main channel, because usually when I have my secondary channel, I delete it because, well, not much eyeballs, and two, I haven't really been using it as much, so I ended up deleting it. Well, excuse me, privating it. I still have it privated. I might use comment back up later. But anyways, why I do love Doom the Dark Ages is just in general the Doom franchise, at least the modern Doom. In many ways, for me and probably me alone, is just to have my way of coping with my depression and as much fighting a war in my head. It's just another copium. And in many ways, in my personal opinion, every time when I play, Doom, it always makes me feel at least somewhere I can at least myself can fight. Yeah, even though I'm not like overpowered like the Doom guy. That's not, I know that's just basically impossible here in the real world, because, well, Doom is basically like this, fictional world. That is true too. It's just another way for me, like I said, it just helps me to cope. Even like I mentioned in my, Doom the Dark Ages first impression. And when my mom passed about 2 years ago, I was literally in a deep, dark place. And how much I was needing a outlet, or at least a way to cope through her passing. Even though her passing still affects me today because how close, I was to her. But anyways, when I was playing Doom, Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, and Doom the Dark Ages, it always has gave me that hope, that copium tool to accept her death, to move on. To even know that she is fine, she's happy somewhere that could be, in her own afterlife. I hope that, she has. And yes, in many other ways, as a power fantasy, I think it's, shown, that's how Doom is, a powerhouse fantasy. That you beat beat demons and all that fun jazz, and in many ways, that's how I feel about playing like Doom like this. It's just a way for me to, in my personal opinion, to cope. Not just, just basically first, Doom 2016 or Doom Reboot. It's also Doom Eternal and Doom the Dark Ages. It's really go into those deep-rooted fears of mine and just to get into it and just fight, and a way to cope. That's why I consider myself, at least most of why I look up to, at least in some way, I do look up Doom, Doom guy. Yes, he's fictional. Yes, it's just a fantasy, so on and so forth. But it's also a way to have have scapegoat, but also another way to cope. Even through my own depression, even through at least those hard times. And yes, I'm still very grateful that, Doom 2016 has, came back to Doom 2016. Yeah, even though it was just a hype, yes, it was just most of all just to get, before, doing the Dark Ages, and even though I basically forgot to do a live stream because I got other stuff and on and so forth, so. But in general, I do love that feel to fight your demons, even though you can be a little bit hungry for vengeance. And it's why I simply say I exercise I love exercising my demons in the morning. I should say, even though I said exercise, I meant to say exorcist my demons in the morning. It's because it's a way for me to cope. In a way, to have a tool to really go through. And over time, in general for me, has that feel about it. And again, I do apologize how this is going to probably be like a short video here too. And it's just in general for me to enjoy, and why I enjoy at least this, Doom. Now, I'm not like the greatest Doom player in existence. I will never claim that. I'm at least on average at most. And how much I have really enjoyed most of this game series in general. It's just another way for me to literally say thank you to ID and Bethesda to have a game like this. And in my personal opinion, well, just in the game series in general. And again, I know probably somebody else is probably even alone here in the comments. Oh wow, you're just using it as go coping season and all that. Again, we all have our own ways, and one of the other ways I could definitely say that really help get into, the core is just basically play Doom and help me through. And by the way, here is my Discord, which you can probably watch right about now. Alright, a little bit of a shameless or whatever plug-in for the video, for at least, as you're probably watching. Just let you all know I have a Discord. Check it out in the link description below. Definitely, hopefully you can at least come on, help and grow the community over there, which I'll be very grateful as usual. And that way you can help grow the Discord. So thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of the video. Even though this is my way to, basically fight my demons, and I know in many other ways a way to cope. And I can literally say, Doom Guy, I know that you are just a fictional character. I can still literally say is thank you for helping me through my darkest times, and as much in a way to help me to continue the fight. Even with your own story, I still can thank you, my good sir. So, anyways, my Dragon Knights, Dragonborns, and Dragonkin, this is probably where most of all that I leave basically my outro and stuff. So, as always, if you like what you saw, don't forget to burn that like button, get that subscribe button to join the family. Dragon Knights, Dragonborns, Dragonkin, like, comment, share, and definitely ring that bell. Will help out a lot. And I do apologize that most of all I can say for myself, this is not like usually my time to, lay down my feelings because, well, I had to continue on. But there's at times I had to just put down my sword, my shield, and just sit and take a breather and come back. And, when the rebellion happens, it happens. But if you have really, gone this far, I thank you, and all through my rambling as well. So as always, if you like this style, don't forget to burn that like button, and the subscribe button to join the family. Dragon Knights, Dragonborn, Dragonkin, and Dragon, just basically all Dragonkin. Like, comment, share, and definitely ring the bell, and also join the Discord, which is as always link in the description below. This is Dragon Knight, Dragonborn, Dragonkin, saying out, and like I said, I do miss doing some vlogs like this, but it's just one of these times I just want to sit down and just slow on, at least thank Doom, just in general, modern Doom for being one of my games to help me through my darkest times. So as always, farewell for now, my Dragon Knights, Dragon Warriors, and Dragonkin alike.